Hey, and welcome to Fall with ZBTv. I mean fall as in autumn, not like plummet, as in the kid from last episode. Anyway, we've got a special one for you today. A new upcoming member named Alex Coggle's got a new short film for us named Two Assassins. We'll start out with that, then we'll go to a Real Films segment with our very own Jared Klein. Preceding that, we are going to Tomato, where we're going to talk about The Martian, Star Wars Anthology, and Victor Frankenstein. Interesting stuff. After that, we've got another segment of Paramnesia, and after that, we've got a very new segment for you called Keyframe with Carrie Maynard and Angel Fox. It's all about animation. We'll have a lot of fun with that. I'll see you after the break, and the other break, and all the segments. At the end, see ya.
Pizza dude! Papa Ron's. You ordered a large pepperoni pizza with extra sauce and cheese. Happy $14.90. Again! Come on, man. That comes out of my paycheck.
I'm not answering it.
Dude!
I'm not answering it. Look! I'm trying to watch the latest episode of My Pretty Pony. I'm not opening the door.
I'd open the door, friend.
How did you get in?
Came in through the back, like always.
Oh, makes sense. Are you gonna invite me in?
Oh, go on. Invite the lady in.
Nice place. Could use a woman's touch, though.
I like it. It kind of feels lonely, though.
That's what I mean by a woman's touch.
Yeah.
Look, if you guys are gonna rob me, just do it and get it over with, alright? Just do it and get over with.
Do we look at a robber steal? No, we're here to kill you. Can I have some of this pizza?
Why are you on the floor? Come on, come enjoy a slice of pizza.
I don't want to die.
Well, I'm showing what you're dead.
Besides, it's not like you're doing much. And no one's really gonna miss you.
Come on. Let's relax for a little bit.
I don't want to die.
Come on. Let's relax for a little bit. Eat some pizza, watch some TV.
Is he crying?
Oh, I don't
Come
want to die.
on, buddy. It'll be okay.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Look, I don't want to die, dude. I don't want to die.
Look, I know that you don't want to die, but someone's paying us a lot of money to kill you.
No. Oh.
Alright, no point in trying to make you feel better. Time to die, devil.
Devin?
What?
My name's not Devin, it's Bevan.
What? No, your name's Devin Johnson.
No. My name's Bevan Joseph.
Are you kidding me?
If we kill the wrong guy again, Boss Man will be ticked.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I guess you lucked out. Guess we'll be through.
Can I have this pizza?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, man.
I'd say see you later, but probably not for the best.
Hey everybody, welcome to Real Films. This is Jared Klein here on ZBTv. Today we're going to be talking about Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy is considered by some to be the pinnacle of superhero films. Let's take a look at the series and see what makes it so awesome.
And here we go.
Batman Begins is the story of Bruce Wayne. Bruce has his parents gunned down in front of him as a kid, which spurs him on to travel the world to try and find purpose. He finds it after being trained by the mysterious League of Shadows. This film introduces such iconic characters as Batman, of course,
I'm Batman.
but also Gary Oldman's Jim Gordon, Morgan Freeman's Lucius Fox, and Cillian Murphy's Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow. Bruce returns to Gotham to fight crime and become a symbol of hope for all the people of the city. The Dark Knight is the critically acclaimed sequel to Batman Begins. The film follows Batman as he works with Gotham officials to crack down on organized crime. However, an agent of chaos, calling himself the Joker, drops into the spotlight to try and tear Gotham apart. Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker netted him a posthumous Oscar win for Best Supporting Actor, while also making him a pop culture icon overnight. Aaron Eckhart is also fantastic in this film as District Attorney Harvey Dent, who is on his own crusade to clean up Gotham within the confines of the law. Michael Caine also delivers another solid performance as Bruce Wayne's devoted butler, Alfred. This film is often seen as not only one of the best superhero movies ever made, but also one of the best movies ever made.
Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on. Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me.
The Dark Knight Rises was the much anticipated follow-up to The Dark Knight. This time around, we see Batman returning from retirement to fight the ruthless mercenary known as Bane.
Well, congratulations! You got yourself caught! Sir? Now what's the next step of your master plan?
Crashing this plane.
This film harkens back to themes set up in the previous two films, and tries to send the series off with a bang. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman is seen by some as the best part of the movie. She brings a subtle, yet ferocious seduction to the character, which really resonated with the audiences, and let them know she wasn't one to be trifled with. Tom Hardy plays the villainous role of Bane in this film, and is quite articulate in spite of half of his face being covered up. He brings a real menace to the character that makes him feel like a worthy foe to our hero. Christian Bale is in top form as well as the titular character of Batman, who tries to prove that Batman is more than just a man. Batman is an idea that can't be broken. While most think the film didn't live up to the expectations put on it by its predecessor, many still find it to be an enjoyable ride that closes out the series in good fashion. The series receives much acclaim for its mature handling of the character of Batman, which fell into campiness after the disastrous film Batman and Robin. The three films dive into the character's psyche, and we as an audience get to see why he tries to be the hero that Gotham deserves, but not the one they may want. The villains of this series also draw critical praise. From Cillian Murphy's ever-present Scarecrow to Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, the series has strong, memorable villains, which can be hard to come by in today's superhero-fueled film landscape. Not to mention the stellar supporting cast of Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, and Morgan Freeman, which help undergird the films and give them an air of genuine credibility. All in all, this is one series not to be missed. If you're a fan of DC Comics, superheroes, or even good movies in general, do yourself a favor and see these if you haven't. It's time well spent. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to stay tuned for more segments here on ZBTv. God bless, and remember, go watch you some movies.
Need somewhere to work on your projects? Somewhere with access to all Adobe editing platforms? With 8 Macs and 8 HP dual monitors? Somewhere to watch tutorial videos? Located in Breckenridge Hall, 3rd floor, room 330.
Hey, welcome to Tomato, where we talk about movies that are coming up and decide whether or not they're going to be any good. Today we have Alex Cottle, Angel Fox, Jamal Canty, and
That guy.
our first our first movie is The Martian. This new, I don't know who's directing it, but it's Matt Damon doing some
Ridley
kinda,
Scott.
Ridley Scott's
yeah,
directing
it's
it?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott's
I forgot about
directing
that.
it.
So hit and miss.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to feel about Ridley Scott.
Well, I think
because-
Ridley Scott. Sorry for interrupting, but I think this is his element. So space.
Well, yeah, but Prometheus was his element too.
Hey, he got handed a crap storm because their copyright information did not go through, so they didn't get the rights to link it with Alien, and then they had to completely change the plot at last minute. So I can understand it, but
Still not
that
great.
that cinematography was
forgive.
good.
It's still not great.
Oh, it's coming after me. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad because I think I'm like one of the only
alive.
people out there that's like a huge Alien fan and still
I like
actually
Alien.
likes Prometheus.
I like Prometheus.
I don't like. Prometheus is not
alright.
it's not
It's
good.
just-
It's just.
Too long.
It's just not a very good movie.
I like
not-
it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's a very good time to actually put out a movie that focuses on that kind of like space exploration, survival kind of aspect.
Yeah.
And not something that's so like fantasy fiction that we can't get over the like
the raccoon.
this poop
It's-
quantum physics that's
Like,
being fed
what I like
to
about
us.
what I like about it is that it's so it seems like it's going to be very personal. It's a very like romantic sort of not 2001
Yeah.
kind of take, but just something that's really going to play up Matt Damon's actually decent acting, and Ridley Scott could probably knock it out of the park. He's usually really good when he has to focus on singular characters.
Yeah.
Victor Frankenstein with Daniel Radcliffe as
And-
Igor.
Yes, and James McAvoy as Victor Frankenstein.
Action, right? Is that what
I
we're
don't know.
looking for?
No.
I'm
No,
looking for
we're
more of the
looking
slow
for-
burn like the
It's
original.
this one's gonna be a slow. From the looks of it, it's gonna be a slow burn with the ending monster. It's gonna be more focused on
The life of
you know,
Victor Frankenstein.
Victor Frankenstein, but it looks like I think it's gonna be told through like I guess Igor mostly.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's a new take,
He's the only one that has time to actually write down in a journal, so it's
Yeah.
actually quite logical.
Well,
and
Victor Frankenstein writes his like
he
scientific
does.
journals.
He actually has a memoir.
yeah.
Well, that's how
in
Frankenstein
real
was
life.
written.
Yeah.
So,
So I just don't want the Hulk to pop out and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you
No.
realize it's owned by Disney.
Yeah, I want to. I just want
Like
there to be
everything
the
else.
moment where he realizes like this is like the monster is him sort of, and you know that bittersweet ending.
I also
where-
want the duality in the monster as well, where he's
Yeah.
trying to understand life, but
Yeah.
he's not really capturing humanity.
Yeah,
That sort of.
he's essentially a child. He's having to learn.
No, it's a really important
everything.
subtext.
Yeah,
to
because
the
like
original
is.
material.
yeah, and like because
People
even
write him off as a monster and don't actually get to know.
And then every
them
time we
as
make a
people.
movie about him, we just see him as
Yeah.
a monster, which is
Yeah.
kind of ironic.
right, but
It's almost got that Elephant Man kind of quality.
Yeah.
Where everyone's sort of seeing him and exploiting him as this symbol of something that he ultimately isn't. And he kind of gets caught up in that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if they go that route, it'll definitely shine.
yeah,
And I won't talk personally. I think Daniel Radcliffe usually takes roles that I think are more mentally like challenging.
yeah.
It seems that he's going that route with his career. So I think that maybe that's a pretty good sign that we'll see that.
Yeah.
And I hope that's the case. All right. Anything else? All right, cool. Then I'm going to cut to commercial because we've talked for a very long time. I'll see you guys after the break. Welcome back, younglings. You will keep watching Tomato. That was really corny. We're talking about Star Wars. Welcome back. Yeah. Darth Alex, super surprised at our inclusion of the Star Wars or whatever.
I had no idea we're doing
Star
this,
Wars
guys.
7.
Very creepy.
No idea. He
No
just
idea.
brought that. He brings it everywhere.
I do.
I'm not a huge J.J. Abrams fan. People will probably kick me for that, but yeah.
He had better deliver out of all the hype that's been put into this.
Like
That's my biggest worry. It's put. I mean, they've actually made like mini documentaries already. you
Yeah.
know? Like
well, because they know it's going to be a hit. There's no way that they don't know that it's going to be the most.
My
it's going to
biggest-
break box office.
My biggest thing is that there's no more blue screen except where it needs to be, and it's all practical.
Is that actually the case?
They
said
have
that?
more practical
It's more
effects
practical
in this movie,
effects.
and I am
Okay.
so
I'm
excited.
cool with that.
Like
I like that a lot.
they have like several different studios actually working on it, not just one.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah.
practical effects are beautiful so far that I've seen.
yeah, they built the Millennium Falcon. So
And there's like the whole like
thing,
yeah, the whole
like
thing.
Firefly style.
Fangirling.
they built the whole.
yeah,
Okay.
and the alien costumes are actually alien costumes. They're not that weird CG stuff.
That stuff that no one
Mechanic.
was
Oh,
like
it's so
impressed with.
pretty.
I was impressed with it.
Were you actually?
Yeah, I really was.
You
When you were,
like
like,
you
10.
like
I
Yoda.
like the prequels.
You.
It was the plot that had the issues with that.
Yeah.
I thought they looked.
I thought
great,
you just. I honestly
but
thought CG Yoda's look. God, it was
the,
terrible.
the fact they constantly changed the way he looked.
Yeah, it's Yoda needs to be a puppet. I'm sorry, he needs to be like Jim Henson level of like Fraggle Rock, like Dark Crystal.
Exactly.
I know. I like the kid that played Anakin. I'm gonna go see that day
Yeah,
one.
we're born after like the 1930s. We love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I hold the same love with Star Wars that I do with Star Trek. No one kill me, please.
I like the Next Generation.
Aw.
Okay, that wraps it up for tonight.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
see you
not
later.
easy.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Tell me again about the dead man.
Doctor, please, I'm over it, I promise. There was no man bleeding on the pavement the day I moved in. You've told me so.
You don't believe that.
Everyone has told me so it must be true. It was a delusion.
You do not believe that.
Why shouldn't I? It's easier for me to think that I'm crazy than think the world is.
It is not. I am not. Tell me about the dead man.
We met that day in the elevator. He was strange, but he seemed well enough.
Dead is not well.
He wasn't dead when I met him. Can we please talk about something else?
No, you do not seem confident that this was a fault in perception. You seem to believe that a man has died that only you can see. How in what way is that logically possible?
Logic isn't serving me well these days.
That is not an answer.
Maybe I can see him because I'm the only one that cares.
Cares? About an imaginary man?
About a life that isn't my own.
Nonsense.
Why? I said a man died and no one seemed to care.
Humans care a great deal about life. Just how we can use it.
Use it for what?
To get what we want, of course.
What do we want?
To live forever.
Boo.
Shut up, I'm still mad.
Oh, come on. It was fun. Your face was priceless.
You should see your face now. It's annoying.
I've got forever to make it up to you. Like, literally.
I'm just going to ignore you.
Look, who else do I have to talk to, you think? I've been pulling that suicide stunt for decades now. Talking to myself in an elevator? You're the only one that's talked back, or screamed back. Whatever, I got bored. Gotta entertain myself somehow. What do you want?
I want you to go away.
Well, too bad. You're stuck in here with me, just like the rest of the world.
Worse, actually. I have to deal with you.
Hey there, gorgeous.
Hello there, pretty girl.
Shut up.
I wasn't being sarcastic.
Neither was I. It's been a long time
She's
since...
not talking to you.
Talking to that dead guy again?
He won't leave me alone.
Oh, come on. She doesn't even know my name. How am I supposed to run with that?
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Is he at least cute?
Say yes.
He jumped off a building.
Is that a no?
Yes.
Well, that's disappointing.
Oh, come on. You're the worst wingman I've ever seen.
I hope you have another date lined up for the party.
The what?
The party that we're going to.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly good with people.
Even dead ones.
You just gotta get out there more. Which reminds me, I have a lover to catch. Get ready. Oh, the party rises when the sun goes down.
So, we're going to a party.
No one invited you.
You didn't want to be invited.
So?
So you're going to be talking to an imaginary friend all by yourself in a corner and no one's going to bother you.
This library features state-of-the-art technology to help you do research and prepare for class projects, as well as books, magazines, journals, and more. The library staff can help you do research and find needed resources. It also offers quiet study space, collaborative workspace, presentation preparation area, and a coffee shop.
Today we are talking about two cartoons, Steven Universe on Cartoon Network and Gravity Falls on Disney XD. So let's talk a little bit about Steven Universe. It's become this almost cult-like following just because of the story and how the characters interact with each other and the story behind each of the characters.
It's a really realistic cartoon when it comes to like personal development because everyone has a duality and no one is inherently perfect.
No, they all have their flaws and quirks.
It makes them more relatable, and as like a human being, you'd think aliens would be a little more, again, alienated. But no, they're more human than some humans are.
So let's talk about each of the main characters in Steven Universe. Let's start with Steven. Who else?
Steven!
He has grown so much as a character as the series progressed. He went from this silly, well, I mean, he's still silly, but at the beginning of the series, he was so much more silly.
I think he has a vital role in, one, keeping the gyms together, as well as that healing nature that every single one of the gyms needs.
So continuing with the character talk, let's talk a little bit about Pearl.
Pearl is outwardly uptight and very organized and almost OCD. I won't say almost, she is OCD. But I think that's a lot of the reasons why people enjoy her as a character so much, because you all know that one person that's just like, I have to have all of my M&Ms color-coded.
We might as well move on to Garnet. She's made of 2 different gems, ruby and sapphire.
Which are adorable.
So adorable.
Well, Sapphire's counterpart, Ruby, is a hothead, which is interesting because rubies have to have an extensive amount of heat to be able to form.
I am an eternal flame, baby!
Garnet does not come apart for really anything unless it truly bothers both counterparts.
Or is forcibly torn apart.
Oh god, don't remind me. Okay, we need to talk about Amethyst.
Amethyst, wow.
She's my favorite.
She is a lot deeper than when she first was on the show.
She is probably the most human as far as changing goes. Well, she's one of the only gems that came from the Earth.
Yeah.
She struggles with that fact because she knows that the gem Homeworld created those, and by creating her, she was destroying the Earth. So she immediately feels bad for herself, has a very weak self-image initially, but she's now battling it and becoming stronger and coming to terms with it. Okay, so Gravity Falls follows a twin duo of Dipper and Mabel Pines. They're both really adorable. They're attached at the hip, and as the summer goes on, they struggle with trying to stay a unit and still grow up. There's personal development in each character, but it's mostly circumstantial due to the fact that so much is happening around in their lives that makes them question everyone's integrity and their motives, and it's a very mysterious time. In about a year, they'll be going to high school, and so during the summer, they meet a lot of teenagers. Specifically, Dipper has a huge crush on a girl named Wendy Corduroy, who's this sassy lumberjack kind of hipster girl who works at the Mystery Shack. Mabel, on the other hand, she's boy crazy, and she's determined on getting as many boys as she can dated through. Let's talk about Grunkle Stan.
He has his twin brother that he had accidentally pushed through a portal to another dimension because
sibling rivalry.
Sibling rivalry. His brothers, they were trying to.
His brother was
each other.
Yeah, his brother was very successful when it came to his scientific knowledge. And by the way, and I'm gonna separate this with, I'll just call him Grunkle Stan and then Ford. Ford gets pushed through the rift because Grunkle Stan comes to see him, but they get into an argument and then Ford gets pushed into the rift. There's also the matter of so many different villains throwing wrenches at Dipper and Mabel and Grunkle Stan.
Seuss is Seuss.
Seuss is Seuss. He serves as comic relief, but also we do get like a little bit of a backstory from him, where his father wasn't around and he lived with his abuela.
Abuela.
Yeah. Abuela's sweet but strange.
Yeah, she's a very strange, quiet old lady. But there's something very unsettling about her.
I vacuumed the walls now.
Well, that concludes this episode's Keyframe. Thank you for joining us here on ZBTv. Join us next time where we will be talking about Adventure Time and all its glory. All right.
Go watch cartoons now.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to ZBTv. Sorry, I know you fell in love with the show. I mean, fall in love isn't plummet this time, but metaphorically, so still not like the kid from last time, but also not autumn, because autumn of our love is really depressing. See you next time.